Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, we are talking X's and O's. What is the difference between a naked and a boot? We are diving into it, diving into the nuance, the details. I think you're going to dig it. Let's get it started. Welcome to the QB School. So what's the difference between a naked and a boot? Well, we're going to go a little bit deeper than that. Not just talk naked boot. We're also going to talk naked keepers, play action, bootleg, waggle. What the heck are all these terms? The beautiful thing about it, just like the English language, there are multiple meanings for every single one. So we're going to try to make this as simple as possible. But first, the idea for this video came from my man, Joe. JT, what's the difference between a boot and a naked boot? Great video, by the way. Excellent question. So the answer, though, like many answers on this channel, are a little bit gray. So the first thing, pure answer to your question, and again, this is my channel, my opinion. No one ever told me this. I've never done like a deep dive, so there are certainly probably other people's opinions about what's the difference between a naked and a boot. I will tell you mine is it's just what they sound like. So naked means that you are basically faking a run. You mean the quarterback. We are faking a run. We are nakeding out, rolling out, moving out, but nobody's going with us. You're on your own. You are naked. So there's no pulling offensive lineman. Everybody's going one way. We're faking it, nakeding out, or keeping it out the other way. That is a naked. A bootleg, to me, is when we're doing the exact same thing. We're faking the run one way, nakeding or moving or booting out the other way, but an offensive line is booting with us, pulling with us. Why is that important? Because it looks like a boot. It's that simple. Naked by yourself, you are naked. Bootleg, boot action, looks like a boot, offensive lineman pulling. We will show some drawings, but that is at its core. So that's the essence of it. Start right out the gate. In short, that's the difference. Now, how is football actually played, and actually played at the absolute highest levels? Between a bunch of different offenses, I got a chance to play for a third of the league. Over the course of many different offenses, many terms are interchangeable. So naked and keeper are essentially the exact same thing. We'll talk about that and show some drawings of it. Bootleg, waggle, basically the same. I will tell you that, in my opinion, I haven't done like a deep dive, any sort of like empirical research here, but they're pretty rare nowadays at the highest level of football. You just don't see a whole lot of bootlegs, waggles, where we're faking something one way, moving the other way the quarterback, and we're pulling offensive linemen. You just don't see it because you don't see a whole lot of two-back offense anymore, quite the same as you do at back in the day, I would say, more than anything else when I think like old school T-counter boot, scissors boot, different types of like more high schoolish type quarterback movements. So nakeds, keepers, the same little box. Waggles, bootleg, the same little box. Then I think the third box, that's probably the biggest box, is just a play action box. So play action, to me, they're all variations of play action, right? We're faking the action, faking the run action, and running out of the pocket or setting up. If you set up within the pocket, to me, that is play action. Whether you reverse out, boot out, or drop straight back, if you're within the pocket after a run fake, to me, that is play pass or play action. So again, we're tossing around a lot of terms. One more time for review. Slow it down for the people in the back. Naked keepers, exact same thing. Waggle bootlegs, mostly the same thing. Play action, we are faking a run and we are setting up within the tackles. So naked keepers, we're faking a run, rolling out, usually staying on the run. No offensive lineman is coming with us. Bootleg, waggles, we're usually faking a run, rolling out, and an offensive lineman is pulling with us. It looks like a boot. Play action, we can fake any type of run. There's 8 billion different ways to block it up, but we are faking a run and we are setting up within the pocket. So 5 different things: naked, keepers, waggles, bootlegs, play actions. Whoa! Let's look at some drawings. So the first one here from the 49ers, don't get it twisted about exactly what the language is here. Usually odd numbers to the left, even numbers to the right. We are faking and we are nakeding out or keeping right. Okay? We'll tell you every single way to go. This is why these plays are so long. Fake 19, weak, keep right. So coming out, faking. There it is. Stay on the move. Nobody's pulling, right? This is what I'm used to calling elephants on parade. Get the big guys moving, stay at the line of scrimmage, or running down the line of scrimmage. A bunch of different good videos out there about what the action is, what the routes are off these nakeds. There's usually someone in the flat, usually someone deep, usually someone on the over, usually someone on a post on the backside. Doesn't matter what the variations are. Naked, to keep, it's all the same thing. So let's look at one here. Nick Mullins, Shanny, on the move. Let's go keep right. A little slide action, someone in the flat, someone deep. Nice little ball in the corner. Again, don't worry so much about what the concept is down the field. They are interchangeable and multiple. Let's look at the action of the quarterback and the offensive lineman. Elephants on parade. Get going, big fellas. Sell the run, low hat, stay low. Come out on the move, running. Someone usually in the flat, someone down the field, someone on an over. Quickly just drawing it up here. Again, just paying attention to what we're really focusing on in this video. We're talking naked keepers. So right out the gate, we're going to be able to run fake to our left. Offensive linemen, elephants, don't get offended, going left. On parade, everybody going down the line of scrimmage. We get a little slide or sneak, whatever you want to call it here, because there's no one out wide to run a comeback. We run a corner, and then there's an over. Almost universal naked principles. Really nice job by Nick Mullins staying on the run. Again, these wide zone teams get a lot of these keepers, nakeds. But again, naked, keeper. You're on your own. No offensive linemen are going with you. Usually there's a tight end on the right sealing the edge on a late flat. So that 89 will bang the defensive end and then come out of it late. There it is. Quarterback action. Stick the ball out. Offhand on your gut. Come out with some depth. And that's a beautiful throw. So, naked keeper. Now, in the naked keeper world where you're playing quarterback, you're making a play action fake, you're rolling out, you're on your own. We talk a lot about the principles of what that looks like, route concepts, usually someone in the flat, usually someone deep, usually someone on an over, usually someone on a backside post. I feel like watching, especially on this channel, I feel like I talk about it all the time, the slide flat or sneak flat, whatever you want to say, where someone starts on one side, comes behind the line of scrimmage and runs a flat out the other way. Just want to quickly take a moment so I can basically refer back to this video later when I talk about these plays and watch them all the time on the channel, that we get a chance to break it down. It doesn't really matter where they come from. You're still going to attack the basic areas of the field on a naked or a keeper. Someone in the flat, someone deep, someone on an over, someone on a post. So let's take a look right here at the sneak or slide. So here it is again. Niners, they refer to it as slide. I've seen it referred to a bunch of different ways. I picked this one just because I think it's unique. I think it's way harder to do it from the line of scrimmage here. So you can see here, usually they're in like a sniffer position where it's a little bit easier to come back and come across. But from the line of scrimmage, even more deception. Defense isn't thinking he's going to come across. Sometimes when you get a sniffer, these linebackers will talk to each other and be like, watch the sneak, watch the slide. Way harder right here. You're not thinking that. So, but it doesn't matter. You can still see someone in the flat, someone on the over, someone in the backside post, and there's that late flat. In fact, they call it late. Look at that. Right on cue. Okay, so slide, bringing them back across. I think it's even more deceptive to have them go from the line of scrimmage. Really nice job. Love it. Again, this is similar to what we just saw. Condensed split, you're going to get a corner. Just saw in the last play. So let's take a peek. A little slide action. So here are the Rams. Keeping left, sliding left with the wide receiver. Ooh, nice job going inside the late there. Hello. Again, these guys on Sundays make this look easy, rolling to your left. I don't care, not even just throwing these little slides or sneak flats. Nothing easy about this throw. You got to get depth, get downhill. Elephants on parade. Here we go. Look at the big guys. Get on the move and go. Nice job by Jared getting downhill. Easy throw. Again, you can see the condensed split. You're going to get a corner. One more time, full speed. Elephants on parade going right. slide coming left, keeper left, whoop. I mean, look at the action, what it does to the linebacker down here to the bottom of the screen. He follows that wide zone action. Gotcha. Too easy. Really nice. So talking naked keepers there's a bunch of different ways to do it. But the essence of the day, you're out there on your own, elephants on parade, get depth, come out there. You're going to have someone in the flat, someone deep, someone on an over. So moving on, boots, waggles. Okay, I looked for a hot minute to try to find a bootleg. I'm sure that they're out there. I wasn't going to spend all day doing it. So went back to the old school playbooks, found a waggle. Now, not necessarily exactly the same as what I would think, and I'll draw it up exactly how I think of bootlegs versus waggles. But again, just my opinion, not universal football, but I do think it is kind of the most, what's the best way to say it? Most kind of cross offense, meaning that if you go to an offense, someone says bootleg, it most often is going to have an offensive lineman pull in the direction the quarterback is going, as opposed to a naked where there will be no one going out because you're naked and you're on your own. So bootleg, waggle, someone's pulling, let's take a look. So back in the day, Green Bay, little waggle right. Now the action is a little bit different. If this was a bootleg for me, the first thing I'm looking for right here. To me, this is what it is. It looks like a boot. It looks like a boot, right? Very complicated. Okay, football, not OChem. Okay, we got to handle this. Waggle right. It's a little bit dashy. If you speak West Coast, basically you're going to set the pocket and then go. I'm going to seal the edge. To me, a bootleg would be really similar to this, except maybe the F or back would be on this side and we would be faking something here with the same action. That to me is a boot. So rare, so dinosaurish that I couldn't even find a drawing in old playbooks. So right here, fake across, boot action. Beautiful. Don't worry about the designs, although I do love both these plays. So boot, some offensive lineman is pulling with the quarterback that boot action, whether it's a waggle, whether it's a bootleg, whether it's a strawberry milkshake, whatever you want to call it. That's, to me, the difference between a naked and a bootleg, keeper, and a waggle. The final thing I want to talk about is play action or play pass. Again, one more time. Play action, play pass to me is when you're faking the run and staying within the pocket for the launch point. Launch point being where the quarterback is setting up, where the offensive lineman can expect the quarterback to be and set the pocket. And really, this is where you start getting extremely multiple in the league, play action, because every run play basically has some variation of either naked, keeper, or play pass, play action. And so it gets a little bit complicated in how you block these things, whether you block them like a pass protection, whether you block it like the run. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time on the upfront X's and O's. We're talking strictly quarterback understanding, unique overarching macro football understanding, play action. We are faking a run. We are turning around in the pocket, spinning, throwing the ball down the field. Let's take a look at one. So pass obviously tells you offensive line. It's a pass, 15 to the left, Willie, probably some fake side, weak side run. Again, don't worry so much about exactly how they're blocking this, what the unique things are, what they're faking, fake Wanda type of run. The essence of this thing is right here. The quarterback is setting up. We're faking, setting up in the pocket. That's the difference. As opposed to a keeper where you'd fake 15 keeper and you're running out of there. Or bootleg, fake, keep running, and this guard is pulling with you. That's the difference. Boot, keeper, naked, play action. So quick example of a play action, two-man route, little scissors or flood. Missed the throw a little bit, or missed the catch, I should say. But again, play action, setting up in the pocket. Outstanding base, pretty nice strike. Again, you notice the theme with these teams, wide zone teams, faking the wide zone, keeping the tight end and wide receiver, it looks like, in, two-man shot down here. Again, we're faking the run and we're setting up in the pocket. This is play action. Boom, strike. Doesn't matter what the concept is down the field. So one more time, quick review. Naked versus boot. Naked, the quarterback is faking a run, rolling out on their own. usually staying on the move. No offensive linemen are going with him. You're on your own. You are naked. Naked and keeper are usually the exact same term. Boot and waggle means that you are usually, the quarterback is faking something, rolling out, and an offensive lineman is going with him. They are pulling. That action looks like a boot, hence bootleg. So naked, keeper, same. Bootleg, waggle, similar. Play action, different bucket, where we're faking the run and setting up in the pocket. So naked and keepers, the quarterback's usually on the run, on the move. Bootleg, waggle can be a little different. Sometimes you can get outside the pocket, set up, but again, you're usually breaking the contain of the pocket. Play action, to me, is when we're faking the run, setting up launch point somewhere within the tackle box, in the pocket area. So again, I get it. At some level, it's just semantics, but I do think it is helpful to understand when you hear these broadcasters throw out terms like naked, keeper, bootleg, waggle, play action, play pass. They really all mean different things, and depending on what offense you're in, we'll use specific terminology consistently, but just having a better understanding, I think, will allow you to understand the game better at a higher level.